Hey, welcome to Vegan Finds. So far, you survived Cauliflower Week and Korean Week, and now we are on to Takeout Food Week. And the first thing that we're going to be trying to recreate is the Big Mac. Um, we're not going to make two all beef patties, we're going to make two veggie patties, special sauce, two pickles, cheese, lettuce, onions on a sesame seed bun, except that we don't have a sesame seed bun either. But we're going to try creating a veggie burger that approximates either the Impossible Burger or the Beyond Meat Burger. So in my food processing bowl right here, I have two and a quarter cups of textured vegetable protein. Textured vegetable protein that I've soaked for 20 minutes with hot water. I'm going to be adding 2 cups of brown rice. That's cooked brown rice. Um, and in my little dish here, I have 4 tablespoons of tapioca starch. That's a binder. A teaspoon of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, and a tablespoon of smoked paprika. I also have some soy sauce that I'm going to be adding. And I'm going to be adding a little bit of, you can't really see that. That's a shame. I'm going to try and adjust the lighting so you can see this a little bit better. Ah, there we go. The Trader Joe's multi-purpose umami seasoning blend. So I'm going to add that. I'm going to add a tablespoon of that. We're going to add some nutritional yeast to this. We're going to add a little bit of grated beet, blend it up so it's going to look like some meat, and then we're going to form the patties. We'll add some breadcrumbs also as a binder, some gluten-free breadcrumbs, and basically that's pretty much how it goes. So I'm going to start by keeping the TVP. I'm going to add the spices to this so they get mixed in nice and well. I'm going to add the soy. I'm going to add a tablespoon of the mushroom seasoning. Now, when I cooked the brown rice, one of the things I did is I added a vegan beef bouillon cube to help it get a little more extra beefy flavor to it. And we're going to just pulse this when we get it to the food processor. So let me get the 2 cups of rice that we need to go in here as well. Let me just double check, make sure that that's exactly how much I need. 2 cups of rice, yep. And I'm also going to add a little bit of chili powder. I'm not going to add any salt because I know the rice is kind of salty from the addition of the bouillon cube. So we got a whole lot going on here. I'm going to pulse this up. I'll show you what it looks like after it's pulsed up so you have an idea. When you're adding the beet, you don't want to add raw beet, so you want to roast this beet until it's cooked through. I'll be back with the pulsed product, and then I'll show you how to make the patties. So I'll be here shortly. Okay, so this is how the soy crumbles look. They actually kind of look like ground beef. Feels kind of like ground beef too. Kind of skeeving me out a little bit. As I've mentioned before, don't really like touching meat. Never have, even though I was a meat eater. I never really got that feeling. Used to gross me out. So I'm going to add some of the breadcrumbs as a binder to this, and I'm going to just mix that in rather quickly to this, and then we're going to start forming the patties. I'm going to put a little avocado oil on my hands so this stuff doesn't stick. And I'm going to form some patties. The McDonald's burgers tend to be rather thin, so I'm going to try and replicate that. I'm gonna then try. I'm not gonna. This is actually only half of what I made, and you can see my hands. That's not blood, folks. That's beet juice. As scary as that looks, it's not. No blood was involved in this. It's all natural vegetable juice here. So let me get a plate so I can put these out onto a plate, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to start making the patties. I'm just going to grab a handful and just going to basically slightly bigger than the palm of my hand, so you can see, because that's about the size of a McDonald's burger. And it's kind of funny, back in the day when fast food was starting, the size of the burger wasn't even 4 ounces, which remarkably is the size of the amount of the burger it should be as a normal portion. Now the portion has almost doubled, and you wonder why people are having all sorts of health issues. That could be one of them. You can see some of the pieces of beet in there. I'm just going to pull that out. Not that I would mind it, but you know, somebody else, it didn't quite get processed. So this is going to make a lot of patties. That much I can tell you. This is going to make, you know, if you're going to recreate this type of burger, as opposed to say one of the thicker style burgers, you can get, since I have a whole nother bowl of stuff, probably 10 to 15 burgers easily. I got 3 so far, and I got still plenty left in the bowl here. So I'm going to keep making those, and then I'm going to start on the special sauce. I'm going to let these kind of set up a bit as well, so we can fry them up a la the way McDonald's actually does it. They do it on a flat top, at least I think they do. I want to know, I really never ate McDonald's. My family was a Burger King family. My parents really liked things flame grilled. Actually, Burger King was probably underdone in my house. The gas grill was one of those adventures where you opened up the lid and it looked like hell was opening up. Flames everywhere. It was rather scary as a young child to see. You know, was Dad going to come out on fire or not? But you get used to it. So I got my patties ready. Now it's time to get over and make some special sauce. So I'll be back in a minute with the ingredients for that, show you how to make that, and then we are going to basically put together our Big Mac. I'm back. You miss me? Anyway, so to make the quote-unquote special sauce, what we have is a tablespoon of pickle relish or sweet relish, depends on where you are in the country. Basically, they use it on hot dogs. 2 tablespoons of ketchup, a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, a teaspoon of maple syrup, and vegan mayo. In essence, it's really nothing more than Thousand Island dressing. That's really what it is. But for our purposes, it's special sauce. I will say, when you make it yourself, it tastes a whole lot better than buying it. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the satisfaction that you actually made it. But there it is. The special sauce is ready. I got the fries going right now, and it's time to cook those burgers. So I'll be back with the frying pan ready to cook them. All right, the pan's hot. It's ready to go. We're going to start putting our burgers in. Okay, so for the cheese that's going on here, we're going to be using the Daier cheddar slices. And just be careful; these pans get hot. So I'm going to let this cook for a minute. Then I'm going to flip it over, put some cheese on there, and start the putting everything together. We're in the flipping process now. Alright, so I'm going to let them cook for about a minute and a half. And then I'm going to put the cheese on and then cover it with a lid to help the cheese melt. Okay, so I put the cheese on. I got the lids going on there. We'll let that cook for another minute or so, and we'll be ready to go. You can see the cheese is melted. We're ready to put these burgers together. I'll be back, show you how it's done. Okay, so I got my bun on the bottom. Now I've got my cheese. Since I like the special sauce, I'm going to add a little layer of the special sauce right here. I'm not a huge ketchup fan, but I'm going to put some special sauce there. Now I'm going to grab another layer of bun. I'm going to add another cheesy layer to this. Got some more special sauce. Then we're not forgetting these. This is white onion. I just microwaved these for like 30 seconds to soften them up and cook some of the onion flavor out of them. Last but not least, the ubiquitous dill pickle. I usually pick these off, but in honor of this being takeout week, I know McDonald's I think usually puts 3. Now, depending on where you live, you can either get ketchup or mustard on your bun. I'm going to just put a little bit of ketchup on there. Woo! You weren't supposed to see that. Oh, you didn't. Thank God. All right, so I got my ketchup. It's ready to go. Just want to show you what this thing looks like. That's a burger, man. That is a burger right there. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot the lettuce. Oh well. Next time. So here you can see the inside of the burger. Looks like rare done meat. I'm about to eat it. So if you like these videos, please hit the subscribe button. hit the notification bell, and leave a comment and give us a thumbs up. We'll be back tomorrow with another takeout special. Just one quick side note. My wife added some liquid smoke to the patty mixture. I'm not sure how much she added, but I'm going to tell you, it tastes just like a McDonald's burger. It tastes like just like, at least what I remember from a gazillion years ago. It tastes basically the same. She's telling me it tastes the same, so I'm going to go with that. And that's pretty much it. It's delicious.